Not too long ago, I made a content telling you that Canada was set to deport over 28,000 failed refugee claimants in their country. And by that pronouncement, some people who failed their bid to successfully seek asylum in Canada have returned to their countries. And some of these people, they have reached out to me and they shared their stories with me. That is why I am here to also share these people's stories with you so that you can avoid the mistakes that they made. Nobody is monopoly of knowledge and no man is an island. Like I've always said in my previous videos, asylum is not illegal. So people should not be treating it as something that has to be discussed in secret. No. Asylum is a legal thing. Even though people are failing it on a regular basis and people are still getting it on a regular basis, it is worthy of note that asylum, as the word or name implies, is for people who are having or going through persecutions, violence, threat to life, war in their country or where they are. So if you know you have all it takes to successfully get this asylum status in Canada, feel free to do so. It is not something that we have to be saying, no, na legal thing, not waiting that they hide. So that is how it is. And also, it is also painful that people bought or paid for flight tickets, went to Canada, and eventually the reason they went there was not achieved. Because, mind you, many of these people did not prepare well from home. There are cases where people reached out to me and told me, no, sir, comedy. My travel agent is telling me that once I get my Canada visitor visa, I can go to Canada and seek asylum. Then I will ask them, what is asylum? You will hear some will say, I don't know, that my travel agent just tell me. They say that people they use now. So imagine if this kind of person go to Canada. What happens? I am not even in Canada. I am not a border officer. I am not an immigration officer. Me, I'm asking you now, as a content creator and a follower, what is asylum? That asylum that your travel agent told you that you can go to Canada and seek. What? Tell me about it. They cannot explain. So imagine all these kind of people now will go to Canada. You expect them to be successful without preparing. You don't even know the definition of asylum. So, well, this is the reason why I am here to always keep you guys up to date. Because a lot of you are sending me messages saying, no, sir, comedy, this asylum, I mean, the plan, we want to go seek, I get a good story. My condition right now, I have passed through things that will qualify me for asylum. Feel free to do so if that is what you want. Because like I said earlier, it is legal to seek asylum. So this is what I will be sharing with you in this video. These people's experience, I want to share it with you so that you self can avoid it. If you have a brother, a sister, a friend who want to follow this line or they are in this line already, please do well to share this video to them so that they can join us here where things are really happening for real. Because one thing about me is that when people share their stories with me, I ask them, bro, sis, I beg no verse. I am not going to mention your name or names in my content, but I would love to share this your experience with people. And they'll say, feel free to share it with people. So why will I have this information and keep it to myself? So that is why I'm here. My name is Nosa Comedy, the man with the remedy. Many of my fans call me Nosa from the source, that's because I bring legit information direct from the source to you. And I'm the king of informative comedy right here in the United States of America. And also, please give this video a big like. And also, click the notification bell here on my channel so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I drop a new video. So, be ready to ride with us if this is something you are interested in. Now, somebody said he went to Canada to seek asylum. So, the guy said when he landed at the port of entry in Canada, he just said at the airport there, told the officer that he's here in Canada or there in Canada to seek asylum. So, they took him one side. So, an officer was now like talking to him or interviewing him. So, he said after everything, they gave him the form. Then he now filled the form. So while being there in Canada, after he filled that form, he went to IROB. That is I think that they call them Immigration Refugee Board or something in Canada. They now interviewed him, questioned him, took notes. You know that when you are not saying the truth, if they ask you that thing over and over, you will be making blunders. And it has to do with not preparing well from home. Okay, now this guy said when these officers spoke to him, they interviewed him, they took notes. In his mind, it was easy. But not knowing that those things you have told those officers, when you go to court, you will have to repeat those things. If they compare what you have told them earlier and what you are saying in court, it is very, very obvious you will get your status. Because truth will be truth in the morning, afternoon, and evening, even at night. But when you are lying, you need one lie to cover another lie. And when you are lying, especially if the lies are much, you will never be consistent with lying. Because when you talk one lie, you will forget. It is only if that thing was true, you will remember. So the guy, they took him to court. He is the one sharing his experience with me. I wasn't there. He said, actually, what happened was the stories he gave earlier did not tally with what he said in court. The guy was just being honest with me. And eventually, his refugee claim was refused and rejected because they saw he was lying, or they felt he was lying. Because if actually you went through a particular experience, that thing was true. Even if 200 different officers ask you that thing, you will narrate it exactly the same way you have said it before, because you had the experience. But in many cases, if that thing a lie, you could explain it in a different way. They'll come and say, this guy is not consistent with his explanation. That is what led to that guy's asylum claim rejection. Now, he has left Canada. Now, another lady reached out to me among these people. She said when she went to Canada, they were telling her to get a lawyer. She refused. So, ordinarily, as people were living, they just tell them, say, just arrange any story. Not be to arrange story be the problem. How well you go feel remember and talk that same story over and over and over again. Now it matter. Now, she can't get story, which she can't tell them for Canada there. See where she's coming from. See, many of them, they have been displaced. Say, now so people die. Now so we never see some of a relation. Now so this one miss. She said a lot of things. And the mistake she made, they not they talk too many things so that can process. Especially if you know, say, all those information where you they give now dark bo. Because if the lie too plenty, see, if they keep interviewing you, you go come they miss some information from those lies because they not be true. Now, when she now reached there, they interview her. This will not be court, oh, they never reach court. Now, they don't give her form. She has filled the form. She don't fill form. Now, she can't wait for court. And before court, the refugee board, ROB, they interview her from what she tell me. She was the one telling me, I not go there. I am not in Canada like people know. But when these people share their experience with me, I like to share it with people so that people can also avoid their mistakes. So she said, to be honest, she wanted to be honest with me. She said, what she said earlier in that small interview with the interviewer, with what she talked for court, he said the thing not tally. You understand so? Because na cooked matter she carry go there. This cooked matter so, because not be original, to repeat am exactly the same way again go come dey hard. Na only if na true scenario you can repeat am 20 times the same way, no level. But if na skaya skeleje story, something go miss, something go come dey hard. That is where they'll come dey tell you say your story is inconsistent. Because the things when you dey talk, they change every day. But for your mind, you go feel say na the same way they repeat am. Now then when they hear am, will come dey tell you. Say the last time we interview you not talk this one. The last time they interview you talk this one, but today you not talk this one. That day you talk that one, but today you not talk this one. Now they take reject our asylum case. Then another guy again say when he reach there, so now port of entry, he for seek asylum. He just tell them say now asylum carrying come. Now they come they ask, say the lady come they ask and say, okay, why are you coming to Canada to seek for asylum? The guy say his life is under threat. By who? He say by his wife. Say his wife is threatening his life. Now they come ask us, okay, is there any evidence? Say your wife they threaten your life? He say no evidence. Now they come ask us, okay, where is this woman now? He said the woman has traveled out. Now this guy they share his story with me. Like me, I was imagining say how mature person would they narrate story like this? Now the woman you claimed that she's after your life, that woman already left your country, the country that you two were residing as couples. You said this woman, she has traveled out. That is to say, he said they not told him. This guy is sharing his story with me. Oh. He said the lady then asked him, if the woman you claimed was threatening your life has traveled abroad, that is to say, your life is no longer under threat. Then he was trying to position his case well. Then the lady now said, everything you have said here in the last 25 minutes, you have not been consistent. And once they use that word, they are indirectly telling you say you did lie. Then they deport that guy. From that place, Bim. Back home. So, you, because I know say many of you now, they arrange story. They not consign me. Whatever you they cook, say you want to go give them for canna, cook and well, get them for head, not on the remiss, because now there they go come tell you say your story is inconsistent, and once Oyibo don't tell you say your story or your explanations are inconsistent, they are indirectly telling you say you dey lie. Take note. This lecture, it is very important. Learn from those people's failure and mistakes. If it is something you have to do, to watch videos, not just my videos, other people's videos, even if na 10 days you want to watch videos, to learn, to read, to arrange yourself, prepare yourself, your stories, get the storyline, stick with that line, do it. Many of you are looking for shortcuts. And when you get to Canada, the short will not cut short. And the cut will not be short. Because like this third guy now, he went to Canada, did not get past the airport. Shortcut. Maybe if you tell that guy now before leaving, say, hey bro, I have a 4 hours video on asylum, go and be watching 4 hours. He will say, no, how will I stay for 4 hours and be watching content? I don't have data. Indoor research now. Please, let's imbibe the habit of reading and learning. Many of us, we are too lazy. Imagine this people's experience that I have narrated in about 20 minutes now. It took me over 2 hours listening to these people. I dedicated my time. So now you can see that me, I have spent over 2 hours talking to people, not just them. I spoke to other people. In 2 hours, I can talk to like 10 people, depending on what they need advice on. But I will talk to these people for hours. I will come here and make a short video. Do you think it's easy? You have to imbibe the same culture. Read. Listen to educative content before you embark on that travel journey. Because if you have even an American visa without travel education, that visa can be useless. Let me tell you. So please learn from this guy's mistakes. And this is why I am here, always looking out for you. And I hope that for those of you that are still waiting for IROCC to message you as regards your visa application, I hope and I pray that good news is what you will hear from them. And that is, submit your passport because you have been granted a visa. This is something I wish every one of you. Till I see you in my next video, guys. Have a good one.